are we? Are we about 6 months?
Just over.
Just over. What was it? End of March, I believe.
March 31st.
March 31st, the night of the fall.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to do is just sort of, first of all, go over quickly what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Then I want to talk to you, ask you a bunch of questions. I'm just going to do some pushing and shoving at you. And then I'm going to talk and talk and talk. And when I get through, anything that comes up, any and all questions are fair game. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what your thoughts are, but you've got it. Let me get a mirror here a second. You've got a little bit of temporal, here, hold this for me a second. You've got still some temporal hair recession.
Yes.
And I think it'd be worthwhile tomorrow just to take a little piece out here and advance this a little bit. And it's a little bigger on the right, most of us.
Yeah, it is.
And most of our asymmetrical, our baldness is not necessarily symmetrical. And just bring it up. Now, how much of your brows are painted on?
Almost all.
Oh, so erasing this won't, it'll bring your brows up, but you can repaint it. Is that right? So it's not an issue?
No, it's only a little bit right here.
Okay, so raising that is not a problem? No. Okay, let me just look right at you for a second. Yeah, and that'll work out great. In fact, it works out super well for a couple of reasons. What do you got in your left eye? You got, is that a little mucus, or you got a little corneal opacity?
Yeah. I've had that for years.
Is that a piece of old metal get in there in a milling machine?
No, it has to do, the way they explained to me, has to do with spending too much time in the sun and dust getting in my eyes, and it'll keep traveling over to some point where...
Does it move sometimes?
It has, no, it's going to go towards the cornea.
It will, over a period of time?
Yeah, and eventually, they won't do anything until it's causing vision problems.
Huh,
and he said most people don't live to the point where it causes blindness. How else to put it?
Where's your sensation? Tell me, you feel that?
Yeah.
Now tell me when you lose me.
Little bit. Yeah.
You feel that? Not really.
Little. It's still.
So it's about half back, isn't it?
Yeah, and these are still numb too. And this
the tip is okay, but I'm not worried about either of those.
No, so, I'm not. I'm used to it.
Yeah, no, but you're only 5 months or 6 months. 6 months already, right? 6 months. So I would normally anticipate some of that even existing as long as a year. And the scalp sometimes a little bit longer, but it's coming back. You'll be all right. I'll be fine.
And if I burn myself with a hot air curler, I don't feel it.
Now, look in your eyes a second. Now, I'm going to just relax you for it. If you notice when I lift this, you get just...
Ooh, I like that.
Now, let me get a little forceps here. We lift it. We put this almost directly in front of you. Raise it up. I'll slip it underneath. But you see, we reduced the amount of skin. So we're going to take out that skin. And right here, you've got a little bit, I got to peek over the edge, you got a little bit of fat right in there. So, and it's a little more perhaps on your right side than the left. And so we'll take out a little bit of skin, not much, a little more skin immediately, and some fat, so to open up the eyelid all the way across.
That's wonderful.
And the lower eyelid, we look in the mirror again, we got this extra skin here, and we got to take this up. Now, I'm going to push on your eye. You really don't have much fat in your lower lids. It's mostly skin.
Right.
And so I don't have to do anything with the fat. We'll just take out skin.
So when you do the lower lids, the puffiness, you can see your puffiness
here? Yeah, you got a little, well, what I'm going to do, there's a septum that separates the skin of the eyelid from the fat of the eyelid. It's a very definite septum. Look in the mirror a second. I'm going to open that septum down at the bottom, and I'm going to take some of that fat, and I'm just going to pull it down over that groove. And I'll suture down there so that it'll fill that groove. I don't want to take any fat out.
You know what to do.
Yeah, at any rate. No, but I want to just transfer it, position a little bit. So you take out the fat, you get a little kind of a hollow look, and particularly as you get older, it doesn't look as nice. But by doing this, we save the fat, we use it to fill that little groove, and then we'll take out the extra skin. Okay. Okay, I'll go through all this. And
so then this will lift up.
Yeah, then I'm going to go back through all of this in detail. I just want to check and see what we're going to talk about here. And this is your, where you had your thyroid card reduced in Albuquerque. Yeah, and that scar just is, It's thicker. I think when we do the facelift, look at it, can you see how much better it looks? I think it's going to be a lot better.
You think that'll solve it? Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get rid of
a little hollow, right?
Yeah, you're not going to get rid of the scar. Maybe that little piece. Is it a little right there in the middle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'll just redo that tomorrow. That little spot.
The
right
scar itself doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's that hollow.
Okay, right there. Okay, I'll just take that little piece out and redo it.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, and it is this. Okay, let's put that down for a minute. Let's talk. Questions. Have you been in good health the last 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Any medical problems of any kind?
No.
No cold, sore throat, do you have any heart transplants or anything like that?
No, not even like Charles.
Not even like Charles. Good, good. Any Chinese food in the last 5 days? No. Good. No, what we call non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, things like Aleve, Advil, ibuprofen, Motrin.
Oh, no.
Do you take a multivitamin?
No, I even stopped doing that. I take vitamin C and vitamin D.
Vitamin D. So you haven't had any vitamin E or anything? Okay. No.
No.
Right. Tonight, I do not, of course, don't take any of those things for at least 10 days now. Like, no Chinese food for 10 days. And if you had some discomfort, I don't want you to take an ibuprofen or like a Aleve or Advil. I don't want to. Okay. Tonight, I do not want you to have a big dinner. Of course, no Chinese food, but I don't want you to have any fatty foods either. No burgers and fries or fish and chips. But anything else is fine. You want Japanese food, you want Italian.
Italian, yeah.
You can do that, okay? And Mira can probably tell you, where are you staying?
At the Metro.
Okay. There used to be a nice restaurant in the Metro. I haven't been there for years.
It's there now.
Still there?
Regasa, I think.
Is it good? Is it a good restaurant?
I'm gonna find out.
You're gonna find out tonight. Okay. You can go to bed anytime, but will you go to bed before midnight?
Oh yes.
Okay. So if you get up during the night, I do not want you to eat or drink anything, and I don't want you to have anything for breakfast in the morning. What do you take your hormones in the morning?
Oh yeah.
Take those, and you're taking any medications at all? Nothing else.
I have a list if you want.
Yeah, let me see it. What's your foot on there? Oh, can you reach it?
Yeah. That's the one advantage of being tall. Give me a second. I knew this was coming, so I wrote it.
You wrote them all down. Take those medicines as normal. Regarding the high blood pressure medicine, I will order that for you tomorrow, so you get it tomorrow night in the hospital. You don't bring your own.
Oh, I don't. I shouldn't bring any medicines,
no,
right?
No,
bring any.
No. But take those normal another 3 in the morning with a small sip of water, just enough to get it done. And consider that breakfast.
That's the part I hate the most.
Consider bacon and eggs and everything else.
I love breakfast.
I'll get for that. With doing your forehead, your neck, your upper and lower eyelids and face, we're probably talking. Probably about 7.5 hours.
That long?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just 5.
No, with the eyelids and the face, it'll take 6. But it'll take me an hour for the forehead. It'll take me another half an hour.
In that case, make sure they know to put me on a watch. You know what happened the last time.
Oh, I know. So,
no.
All right, but anyway, I will. We'll talk to Mira about that. See if there's any issues there for you. But the forehead and this, I'm not going to charge you for it. But there will be a hospital operating room charge. Because of the length of the surgery, the first thing that's going to happen when you come in the operating room, they're going to put that compression hose on your legs like you had last time, and that'll be there when you wake up. Also, we're going to put a catheter in your bladder again, and that will be there until Friday morning. You're just spending 1 night in the hospital, I assume.